Drafted 17th overall by the Bucks, many people believe Donte DiVincenzo will be one of the biggest steals and sleepers of the 2018 draft. Milwaukee hasn't made it past the first round since 2001, losing in round 1 in the franchise's last 8 postseason appearances. But not to worry, Bucks fans, the 21-year-old rookie out of Villanova will have a strong impact on the roster.
What's up guys, my name is Wilson. Donte DiVincenzo's made a lot of noise over the last 6 months, from not being on any mock draft to becoming a mid-first round pick. With his game improving week by week, he's shown promise that he can become a really good NBA player and will be exceptional for the Milwaukee Bucks this season.
Born in Newark, Delaware, DiVincenzo grew up in Wilmington, as soccer and basketball were his 2 favorite sports growing up. The very athletic Donte fully committed to hoops in high school, attended Salesianum High School, leading his squad to consecutive Delaware state titles, averaged 23 and 9 boards, 4 assists as a senior. As one of the most prominent players to ever come out of the state of Delaware, ranked 120 according to Rivals as a 4-star recruit, the 6'4" wing committed to Villanova in January of 2014 when he was a junior. Head coach Jay Wright was ecstatic to have Donte and knew all along he was going to be a terrific player for Villanova. However, things didn't go according to plan at first. As a freshman in the 2015-16 season, where Nova would be the eventual national champs, DiVincenzo had a rough start to his collegiate career, playing only 8 games freshman year before fracturing his right foot against Oklahoma on December 7th, before redshirting for the rest of the season. His former championship teammate Eric Pascal was a stud at Fordham, redshirted the same year as Donte because of the transfer eligibility rule, while freshman Jalen Brunson was a backup to Ryan Arcidiacono, and Mikal Bridges was a key reserve for the 2016 Nova squad. If you follow a lot of Big East basketball, Jay Wright has a knack of developing his talents who weren't the most recruited kids out of high school and allowing them to flourish their games, eventually helping them get drafted to the NBA. While not all these guys became great NBA players, Josh Hart was in the same position early on in college. Now a good role player for the Lakers, Bridges and Spellman both redshirted, first-round picks as well. By the time DiVincenzo played his first full season, he came off the bench, only started 1 game, and shown flashes of brilliance, averaging almost 9 points and 4 rebounds in under 25 minutes. Donte looked like a promising 4-year guy bound to be a college basketball legend, was the 5th leading scorer, showing flashes of his incredible athleticism, energy, and shooting range. After being knocked out by Wisconsin in the round of 32, Donte was the perfect fit for the Wildcats, also unselfishly coming off the bench for 75% of this past season. Donte, famously known as the Michael Jordan of Delaware, immediately provided a spark off the bench, always played the right way, and was instant offense. Donte is a multi-dimensional player, can simply do it all, knock down the 3 from 25 feet, play off the dribble, take you one-on-one, a very underrated and unselfish passer, and a terrific defender, who also played in a variety of roles dating back to high school. As the perfect 6th man, Donte didn't always need to play his best game because of the loaded talent, always shine at the brightest stages, including tipping in the game-winning layup against Virginia in late 2016. As a St. John's alum myself, I watched DiVincenzo destroy the Red Storm, arguably played 3 of his best games in his first full season, whether it was at the Garden or Wells Fargo, had 19 points on 7 of 10 shooting the first meeting, followed up by a 20.7 rebound effort on 7 of 11 from the field, and in the Big East tournament had 25, 5, and 4 on 7 of 8 shooting. Talk about consistency. That was the first time I knew the Delaware native has NBA potential. Reminded me a lot of J.R. Smith, but a way better overall player, not as athletic as Smith was, but has the intangibles, a lot better on defense, and a way higher basketball IQ. Coming into this draft, Donte has one of the best basketball instincts, similar to the likes of Luka Doncic and his former teammate Jalen Brunson, who takes advantage at every opportunity given and always at the right place at the right time. DiVincenzo destroyed my Johnnies once again in his 2nd season just this past January, dropping 25, 7, and 3 on 7 of 11 shooting at Madison Square Garden. With the Bucks struggling to get some playoff success and looking to contend in the East, they have a top 10 player in the game in Giannis, who can simply do everything on the basketball court besides shoot efficiently. Compared to players like Tyler Johnson and Zach LaVine, Donte's draft stock soared the highest over the last few months. Of course, there were NCAA tournament one-hit wonders like a Mitch McGary who didn't turn out to be any good, and guys like Kemba Walker who shined at the biggest moments of the NCAA tournament went on to become a solid NBA All-Star. With that said, DiVincenzo's more like Kemba than Mitch, not even close. Not only is the big Ragu an extremely talented and disciplined player, but has the motor and born for the big moments. The Bucks were ranked 22nd in 3-point percentage last season, 26 in made threes. No Bucks made more than 2 threes a game, as Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe are currently the 2 best shooters on the team, with other guys like Tony Snell, Malcolm Brogdon, and Don Maker being just okay shooters. You can expect Donte to give the team a lift off the bench, as he hit more than 2 threes a game with Nova. With Milwaukee lacking team chemistry, Donte will be an X-factor, backing up Middleton, dropping buckets, playing stellar defense against opposing perimeter guys, will perhaps play crunch time minutes and hit timely shots, sacrifice his body, dive for loose balls, and make winning plays. Milwaukee was a little disappointing last season, only won 44 games, but with Donte in the mix, I can see him help the Bucks win around 52 to 55 games, average between 8 to 13 points his rookie season. What also separates DiVincenzo from other prospects is his killer mentality and clutchness, saving his best for last, as we've seen in the NCAA tournament title game, ending his college career on a high note, scoring a career best 31 points, just crushed the hopes out of Michigan by splashing threes left and right, beating them off the dribble, and played sensational weak side defense, elevating, going way up, blocking shots strongly while holding his ground. Donte simply does not back down from challenges, drives under pressure, which will make him an excellent teammate, as players on the opposing team will absolutely despise playing against him. As an excellent two-way player, the Michael Jordan of Delaware is a very intriguing player who no one could have predicted, almost ending up being a lottery pick. Even Skip Bayless praises the Delaware native, saying he'll be a better NBA player than Trae Young, which I totally agree with. If Nova never made the Final Four this past season, we would have never seen his epic performance in the championship game, as Donte would have probably returned for his 3rd season, go off, contend for National Player of the Year, average over 20 points, and become a first-round pick next year. Nevertheless, things worked out perfectly for him. Absolutely crushed the workouts at the draft combine, dominating the scrimmages, busted out the best standing vertical leap of 34.5 inches, tied for the best max vertical leap at 42 inches, one of the best pure athletes in the draft. Even though the Big Ragu might never be an all-star type player, I'm very confident the Bucks made an excellent choice at 17, drafting the very talented Nova guard, as Donte DiVincenzo will become a very good NBA player for many years. With his hustle and grit, I also see a little bit of Kurt Heinrich in Donte with his toughness.
Thank you so much for watching this video. What do you guys think about Donte DiVincenzo? Will he be a solid NBA player? Let me know in the comments below. I talk NBA comparisons, amazing storylines, NBA history, and anything basketball that will interest you. If you love the NBA, hit the subscribe button. See you next time.